Top of the morning to you, good afternoon, good evening to you, depending on when you will be watching the opinion poll today. And as you can see, I am with the ladies of opinion poll. How are you doing today, Ramsey girl and Joppy girl?
Yeah, fine.
It is the chorus answer for me. The chorus answer is given. So let me start with Ramsey girl. How are you doing? How was your weekend? It's a beautiful Monday morning.
Yes, so
How are
it's
you
a
doing
beautiful
today?
Monday morning, coupled with the fact that the children are on holiday.
Hmm.
And I've bundled half part of them to my sister's
Father
place.
Abraham, justice for these
so that
children.
you can have rest of mind.
So that I have
you and
peace
your
of
husband
mind.
can be able to enjoy yourself.
Hey,
so-
God, I beg. See cheating. And even those children are around now, you take them out for picnic. Daddy and mommy will take them out for
They should
picnic.
go and do picnic where they are
So you're not
observing their
enjoying alone.
I'm enjoying
not
So that means by this time
no
next year
shouts,
we should be expecting.
Swing, right?
We should be expecting our
it's
big.
not late, it's triplet.
Okay, well, the summer holiday. Summer holiday. I give thumbs up to parents. I watch one skit online. The woman was like, "Hey, now there is summer holiday." She was like, "Hey, Jane, this, Jane, that. This. How many times in a day do you call these guys' name? They will so shout. Now they will feel what teachers used to experience in school, and they'll still be complaining. Don't beat my baby.
Apart from the mother calling them, you'll be mommy, uncountable times.
Just imagine.
I
This
want
one is
this.
touching me. This one beats my head. This. What did this one?
Motherhood.
Can you imagine? My son will tell you, "Mommy, I want to jump on Afia." Mommy, jump on Afia.
Thank God
What
that
do you mean?
Thank God I even tell you before doing that.
If not, I'll just hear.
Him, that one will start, the other one will start crying. Mothers are really trying, and I give you thumbs up. Like, I wonder how you're coping with them. Thumbs up for you. Thumbs up.
Let me collect this.
Thumbs up. With the singulars, we don't know what God has done for us.
So you will soon get to that stage,
We don't know, but at least for now, let's be enjoying our
Yes,
lives.
enjoy it while you last.
Enjoy it. All right, let me go to your piggy. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Thank God. Thank God for my life, because for like a week now, you all know that I've not been feeling too fine. But thank God, and this weekend was so super because we did a youth anniversary in our church, and Saturday was a conference. Everything went well.
I saw the post and everything.
Yesterday was a Thanksgiving in the church. Come and sit down.
I
danced like
bad. They will know that something
I thank God that I'm even healthy. It's not like last week that I want to be like God is really great.
All glory be to God. Well, for me, my weekend was. Somebody asked me yesterday, how was your weekend? I told the person my weekend ended on Saturday night. Don't even include Sunday as weekend, because I did not get back from church until 4 yesterday. Until 4. Sometimes I wonder how life would have been like when you are just a floor member. You're just a floor member in the church. You go to church anytime you like.
Yes, and you come back
anytime you like.
Nobody will even ask of you.
Nobody will ask of you, and you don't even care. You go.
Well, you have standard.
But because you are a worker in the church, you have to be in the church very early. I have been in the church since 7 on Sunday morning. I didn't leave the church until I am among the last 10 persons to leave the church yesterday. Lori,
See, the way she was calling me yesterday. Me, and I'm very busy in church yesterday, because I'm one of the kind of person that, when they are doing things in my church, I must be there. Even if I'm not around, they will keep calling me, so I have to be there. She has been calling me. I was like, I'm on my way. She said, I know you are still in church. I'm still coming. Just give me some. I need to rush out of that place. Please, I have someone is waiting for me.
That's why I used to tell my Christian friends that if I'm a Christian, my own is just to go to church,
just
sit down.
After the Holy Spirit will not allow you.
I cannot go through that stress of being a worker
and going late to church. Is
when she was like, okay, maybe I should come and meet her in church, because I wanted to collect something from her. Maybe I should come and meet her. She said I will see her at the front. I said, hey, so it's Usher job that you took today.
Just imagine. Well, the beautiful thing for me is that when you work for God, indirectly you're actually doing it for yourself. because the
God
days
is going to repay you back
exactly
definitely.
the day you are going to get back those rewards, it will come at a time that you don't even expect. See, working for God is just like doing charity work.
Yes,
You're just doing charity, you're just helping people, you know. I know somebody who, well, she was an evangelist in church. She ministered to someone. They went out on mission trip and she met the guy. The guy said, I'm very hungry, this and that. And the woman gave her money, gave him money, feed him. You know, she even go to the extreme to helping him out in other things that the woman did not even request for. And that was how this man just traveled. And before you know it, some years, about 10 years later, this man told his mom. The mom came, the man traveled out of the country. So when the mother was now coming back, she said, there's somebody who helped me so years. Look for that woman and help her. Till date, as I'm talking to you, the house the woman lived, the man bought it. Everything pertaining to that woman today, the man carried it on his head, you know, just because of the good things that she has done.
Another thing, the woman that did that, just like she has the spirit. Some people have good evangelism, they will even if you cry that I've not eaten, they will be like, this have not eaten. Exactly. Just because the mind is there for the woman to practice it.
Yeah, all right. We have used our banter to talk about so many things, and we hope that our viewers have learned some lessons from this. So we'll be going on a quick break now, and as soon as we get back, we'll dive into the main cocoa that brought us to this table. As you know, on the opinion poll segment, we talk about everything that we can talk about happening on social media and even real life issues. And as it is, what we are talking about today is a real life issue. So we'll be going on a quick break now. As soon as we get back, we'll dive into the show proper. Stay with us. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back to the show. So we saw a story that has been trending on social media for the past few days and the past few weeks. It's is it up to 2 weeks? It's not up to 2 weeks. I think all through last week and about over the weekend, weeks ago, of a woman who tore her husband's passports. And, you know, on the lifestyle segment, I know we took the story, but we were not able to go into details. And, you know, I just want to get the lady's perspective concerning that story. This woman, they got to the airport, she tore her husband's passport into pieces, and she acknowledged it, that truly she tore the passport into pieces and there's nothing anybody can do about it. And later on, she came out to apologize to the immigration when she knew that what she has done is an offense. She is getting out of hand, and, you know, she apologized. But currently, as we speak, that woman has been arrested, and the man has come out to say that, no, that thing that you saw happened that day was a skit. And I know we have a skit maker here. Yopi Girl is a skit maker. So I don't know. I just love that we have combination on the show today. You are the one that will give us insights as to what exactly do you use real life issues for your skit and all of that. So let me just get your first thoughts concerning the story, and we look at other angles from the story.
You know, in terms of social media this time around, everybody wants to trend, and we all want to make money because we believe social media is the legit way in order to make money. If you don't want to do Yahoo, you know those things. But once you have your content and you put it there, and everybody was like, wow, from there you can eat it and make it true. So in terms of that storyline, when I was trying to go through it, I saw a lot of comments whereby they later said is a content, is this, is that. But you know, in some cases, before you do something, you just have to reason it that this what I want to do, is it not going to backfire? Is it not is there nothing like something that I will do and be regretting that why even going into this? And in some cases, if you want to do something, you just have to, you know, those people that used to do prank. There is no way if they tell you those people that are around that this is going to be a prank, they won't act what they actually want them to. So it won't look real. Fine. They say it's a content. Most people don't believe that it's a content. But for me, the only way for them to know maybe it's a content or not that would be from the immigration service perspective because they need to go through the passport that they told. Maybe it's new,
Real
maybe
passport.
it's real, maybe it's, you understand, maybe it's expired one. That is when they will know maybe it's a content. Because if truly it's a content, there is no way that they are going to turn that. There is no way they are going to turn real one. Because this said that you pass before you get your passport saved, is it for a year?
Yeah.
Even money, okay, let's say you are rich, you have money to do it, but the stress, because I could remember the last time that I went to their office in order to get, they have a list of people that they will attend to in a day. And on getting there, it seems like they want to attend to 200 people. And I went there with someone, the person was like, okay, let's go in the afternoon time because, when I got there, it's like 198.
Are you serious?
And
there are still some people who will pay in between.
Yes, some people will still come then. But once it's 200, nobody will be allowed to write name again. You will have to sit before we leave that place that very day. It's around 9 p.m. Ilorin to Ogbomoso. I know what I experienced. So the stress goes up. So in that case, I won't be able to judge the case for the fact that they both know what they want from that perspective. Maybe it is real, or it is fake, or it is content, or they want to gain people attention. Because when I go through something, we have a lot of story under this thing.
Yeah.
Because I have to watch someone's opinion or perspective on this. The person said, all the way from where they are coming from is the husband that went there in order to tell people, the government there, that the woman is using fake a certificate in order to work as a nurse. So that is why she now feel like, oh no, that is, they have deported them and they want, and someone even said, okay, I thought when they said they deport someone from that side, they won't be able to bring anything. I don't know. But the person was still like, they brought a lot of luggages, and if truly they were deported, they didn't have to come with that something that would be, yes. But I am very sure, let's say it's a content, it's not a content, that is between them.
All right, let me go to Ramsey Girl. What are your first thoughts on this? Do you as well, or what is your general overview concerning that story? I have reservation concerning if at all it is a content or not. I still have my reservation. So let me hear your thoughts.
You see, the thing is, right from time, I don't really have a thing for all these content creators, all this, especially those that used to prank. I don't really have any. Ask her anytime I'm watching, or she's even showing me, and I'll be like, "This guy's supposed to be arrested," because I'm not even interested.
A lot of pranks.
It's always annoying. Always, and even this one. If I tell you, since the day it happened, I've not watched it up till the moment you send it, so that we're going to make it up, because I'm not even interested in whatever they want. But let me first start my opinion on someone's comment before they realize that it was a prank. This one said the immigration officers should be arrested, because looking at that video, those immigration officers, they were just there, not reacting. Because how would somebody carry a husband passport and start tearing it, and you people will not even react to it? So for you to know that from the beginning is a content, they're actually trying to gain popularity.
That is why I said if they want to know maybe it's a content, they have to.
Another person said she should be sued for destroying government property. That was this comment came in before they realized people knows the truth. She should be sued for destroying government property. That's if truly it was a real passport, she's supposed to be sued for that. Someone said she should, I think it's the same person, said she should be banned from traveling with our international passports. Even the way this thing is a prank, if she's not banned from traveling, even if she's not banned for a long period of time, at least for a month, that one will teach them a lesson for raising a false alarm. Someone said they thought the man was in an abusive marriage. There's somebody that is in an abusive marriage, that is how their wife will be behaving to them. Then let me go to the comments that people said after this thing. Someone said that the joke is too expensive.
Very, very expensive.
And it's a costly joke that even happened at the airport. Because you didn't even get home before you display your
nobody will know what's going on now. So
that's why it is a prank where everybody can see.
Yes, now
she should face the music for embarrassing Nigeria internationally. Even me, I go with that. She should face the music. they should be prosecuted for falsehood, lying, and raising alarm on what is not.
So now, in this case now, because I see now that all the fault is coming to the woman. If at all the man and the woman, they concluded that, let's make it.
Now the two of them.
You know that on this table we have discussed one guy like that who was using his daughter to do modeling online, and he said he just wanted to use it to trend so that he can cash out from Instagram and Facebook. What if it is something that both of them planned? They both agreed to do this prank. Now it is one person that is facing. They didn't arrest the husband.
Because she was one that the thing is, initially they will not arrest the husband because initially they did not know it was a prank. And I think they that came up with that idea did not know it's going to turn out like this. So they felt when people start talking, they were like, it's a prank, or we are pranking you guys, and everybody will just forget about it. So they didn't think it would be up to that extent that they will be arresting him. So it was when they arrested the lady that made them to know it is a prank. So my own view from that aspect now is that after realizing it is a prank, the husband was supposed to be arrested with her.
Exactly.
Plans. So it's the husband that was now setting up a camera again with the children that they should please. So I think it was from that video that they now said the immigration has confirmed that his passport is intact. That they should please, Nigerians should please, they should not be vexed with them. They should not be annoyed that there is a prank. There's all those sort of rubbish. To me, they should be given due punishment.
Yes, exactly.
Even if it's not a long term.
And it is going to be a lesson for every other prankers.
Yes.
This issue of prank, there is one prank video like that I watch. This guy, he took his phone and I think a camera is close by, and he said he was making a call as if he was talking to someone. He said, even that
one,
that see, that one is even small. There is one that I used to wear
because too expensive.
This one
that she wants to say.
The man, let me
one is to go to the restaurant
like this. Okay, that one is very small. The one that the man was going, he just stopped the bike. He's on bike, and he was like, "You are RPS over there," and they said yes. They said he wants to collect money. He said, "What is your name?" The lady was like, "What do you want to use my name?" He said, okay. The man said, "Hello, I'm at the front of those ladies. Which of them you said I should shoot? That is cheating." You see, if you see
exactly. Everybody will run.
What if they fall and they will injure themselves?
I said another one that was eating in a restaurant, and the guy was like, he went ahead to give the man a paper, a write-up, and when the man was like, now I don't know. The man now checked, and inside the write-up it was like, look at your back. The man at your back was sent you to shoot you because you are cheating or you are cheating. That kind of thing. See, when the man looked back, the man was sitting and the man stand up exactly at that moment. If you see the release,
because it's a planned walk.
Just imagine. That's my problem.
The most annoying of this thing is, you see those. If because I don't want to use any derogatory statements. There are some that doesn't have sense. Where will you go and prank an elderly person? You prank them to the extent of them running helter-skelter. Some people are even, in fact, when you get to a stage, maybe starting from 40-something years, they are very prone to having high blood pressure. So you should consider that. You have parents at home. So you are a skit maker. Have you ever think of doing that?
Even when
all our skits, so everything. You have skits that you've gotten several likes on it, and you've gotten some money, I think. So does that even give you the audacity to go and be doing nonsense? So there are some things you can come up with that will make you have many likes.
To me, I would not like to do it.
Exactly. What you cannot do to yourself.
Because we should actually be considering others when we are making prank. Still on this prank video, there was another one that I watched of this guy. I think he had a camera somewhere and he went to meet this woman. She's a Mamalao. And she told the Mamalao that they said he used to do this type of charm. And, the woman began to talk, and the guy was like, okay, I was sent by one of those people that you did charm for. They said I should kill you. And while he wanted to bring out something from his pocket, the woman held his pocket, and, they kept on turning and turning and turning. When the woman was like, I cannot die like this. The woman wanted to bring out charm. She already brought it out just to eat the charm on him. They now shouted, "It's a prank, it's a prank." Just imagine, what if that woman had used that charm on him and he died in the process. That woman is now coming to take the blame. So I think there should be there are other things that you can do to trend.
Yes, so
there are people who dance to trend. There are people who speak to trend. There are so many other. I think we are not wise enough in Nigeria to look for the things that we can do. Look at, there's this Pop the Balloon show that I used to watch. The one that the Nigerian people are copying. There's one girl like that in Nigeria. I don't know her name. That is doing a replica of that show. That is doing a replica of that show. That show that they do in the US. That one, you pop the balloon. Nobody's abusing anybody. Calmly,
Nigeria,
you tell us why you don't like the person and all of that. But Nigeria own, they will abuse the person.
In fact, they will even refer you to those people that
you'll be hearing. What are you putting on? I can buy you. I can sell you.
It is just
even in the American show too. They used to look down on their self,
but it is respectfully.
This is not Nigeria.
So it is so disheartening.
You're even regretting
why you went to that show.
Exactly. So pranking, I think our skit makers and content creators, they should come up with something else. You see, there are still some things that people have not even tried.
That people are cashing out on, because
but another thing is that in this Nigeria, that everybody, even you are saying that people above 50, they are prone to having high blood pressure. There are people in their 20s now that they are prone to having high blood pressure because of what this economy is doing today.
Someone pranked someone that is a ghost.
Just imagine
the woman was going and the person was like, auntie, please. The woman was like, how may I? Say, you see me? That one said, yes. And I said, everybody have not been seeing me now. The lady was like, why in I'm seeing you? And the person was like, I've died since like last week, so I'm looking for where I will rest. Let me follow you. The woman was like, in Jesus' name, you cannot follow me. That one is small. The woman was running up and down, and unfortunately one man came through for her. She now went to the back of the man. Yeah, help me. The man was like, you this ghost, what are you looking for? Go, Joe. That was just go. And the lady was like, thank you. When the lady was about to leave, the person was like, the ghost plenty for this. Even when I just died. When I just died. That is, he was telling the woman that see, the woman, let me say, he's about to faint himself.
Just imagine. That's planned work.
Yeah,
what the woman doesn't know.
You see, somehow it looks funny.
They said they want to appreciate that. The woman says, don't give me any money because my mind said is even out of my chest.
So I think that there should just like the way our own videos, they have a body regulating them.
Yes.
You know, there was a recent report that they've placed a ban on smoking scenes in movies. I think there should be a body that is regulating content creation in Nigeria, because you see there are some skit makers that the only thing they make skit about is about the private part of a woman. There is one comedian that I know. People have been talking about him, but because of the content of what he does, I don't watch his Sabalo comedy. I don't watch the content of his. I don't watch his content because he makes
most of their.
Exposing the part of it. And I wonder the kind of women who are doing those kind of comedy. You see some comedy that you see a child smoking cigarettes. There should be a regulation.
I think the social media is meant to educate, to enlighten, not in order to destroy or bring any other thing. Some people, the skit they are doing is another way around. No, for them it's just like to make money.
Yeah, exactly. But they just want to
fine. You might be making money on it, but I'm very sure it's affecting life of some people. And when you are doing something, you just have to you have to consider some other people that surround you, that will be watching you.
Yeah, just exactly. Like this little boy Kirikou that used to act film with one of this Ebube. I don't know if you know Ebube. There's one boy that used to act with him. The boy is kind of raz. When I first saw. When the boy was when he was coming to limelight, then I used to tell my husband, I don't see reason why adults will put. I think we used to watch Emanuela's comedy, even though Emanuela is not a big girl now. Yeah. But Emanuela's comedy then was a very decent comedy, no abusive words. But for that boy, a boy of that age, he'll be speaking in a mannerless way. I'll be like, what they're exposing this boy to is too high. But I said it let me say I said it in front of one illiterate the other day. It was like, I don't want the boy to go far.
Just imagine, must you go far with bad
I don't want the boy to, I was like, I now cited Emanuela as an example that Emanuela doesn't do a skit in this way, but she has gone far.
Yes.
Everything is not about speaking in a bad way. As in, my own take on that is that it is that pitch is too high for that boy. I started watching that boy's movie since he has been acting with Ebube. So I think he has toned, maybe they also called the manager to order also. So he has toned it down. But when that boy first came to limelight, no.
That is what a lot of people don't understand is.
Exactly, that was what he used.
What a lot of people don't understand is that you see all these nonsense skits that we are doing, it is a misrepresentation of Nigeria. We are already shouting that politics everywhere in Nigeria. But we Nigerians, we are immorality. We are the real problems of Nigeria, because if you cannot make a good content out of, I was listening to one boy, he's a Nigerian who grew up in the US, and he was talking about the number of continents that we have, the number of countries that we have in each continent, how to determine the population of a country and all of that. I was like, is this not content? And he has millions of followers. Is this not a good content that somebody is putting out? Yet one Nigerian somewhere will be looking for how he's going to abuse somebody to trend, so that he'll be able to trend.
I have several content creators that I used to follow. That in fact I used to use their own to pacify the nonsense I've watched. Because sometimes once I've started watching your content and I see it's not even educative, I can't gain anything from it. I won't even watch up to 1 minute. Because sometimes there's some content that is always disgusting. I'll be like, and these people sat down, think, and even shoot this video up to this length. Now they try you. And the thing is, even those that are doing like this goes something, and somebody will be, there was one she showed me one day. The guy was in a restaurant with a lady. He's an elderly man with a lady. Then the prank guy carried his phone. Hello? I see your husband, na for one restaurant with one girl. He did not even finish that call. The man ran with the lady. I was like, thank God they're in Nigeria. If it's UK, consent is very, very important in UK. You cannot just post somebody's face
just like that
on social media without seeking their consent. I said that one is enough as the man for me to sue that guy. Like, why will you put my face on? Okay, in fact, if I'm the man's wife and I want to finish you, I will tell you that lady is not my husband's girlfriend. That lady is my husband. Do you want to keep my husband for me? So there are so many things. But those are the Nigeria that we have.
So now I want us to go to the law part of it, because this woman in this case now, she doesn't know the consequence of what she did at first.
Because they say if truly is the real passport, like maybe a real one, there is
she's going to
be
sued.
Back it up.
But it has been shown now that it's not.
That it is. Now the point is now that how can we educate people that before you make content, know whether or not, like you talk about consent now, and I think we have a problem with consent in Nigeria.
We have a big problem with it.
There are times that anything happens like this, you're already making a video. Whatever that happens, you're already.
Sometimes I used to feel like, when you come across some contents, and I feel like the person that made the video is the person knew that this thing is going to happen, because
there was one content like that I watched. This woman went out naked to bathe under the rain, and this person had the guts to make a video and post it online. I said, this woman will wake up one day.
So she won't be able to know that maybe
somebody is making a video. Just imagine that woman wakes up one day and she discovered that a naked video of herself is outside. So people need to understand that before they can do anything, there are laws backing it. So I think this woman's case is going to be a lesson to all Nigerians. That a lot of Nigerians, proud to this time, they don't know that when you tear the Nigerian passport, this is what will happen to you. We didn't learn, let's say, about Naira mutilation until Bobrisky went to 6 months.
My friend is always making jest of Bobrisky. She say, my Lagos mama. When Bobrisky came out, she wrote on her status, my Lagos mama is out, is back and better.
When he came back,
maybe you went to a studio and
is it when he or when
she came back?
When Shim
came back. Shim came back like somebody that went to the US.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't see the video.
They even did the live coverage for him.
Went for makeup and everything. In fact, it didn't even look like somebody that went to serve. That went to serve.
Is it NYSC camp?
No, it's not serving now. They're going to serve the jail term. So it didn't even look like someone that just came back from the prison.
He went to enjoy it there now.
And
there's
another first class. I think they used to have a first class apartment for them.
I said it that they said. It seems like I don't know. Maybe I or she
just imagine. Now let's be drawing the curtain for this conversation. And another thing I would like to address very quickly in the next few moments is the action of that woman. She thought, let's assume it is not a skit. But there are a lot of women not only women, there are a lot of people, whether in a relationship or in marriage, your spouse or your partner offends you. The first thing that comes to mind is to destroy their things. Now, how do we undo that? What do you think should be the cause of that? I watched a video of a lady who had issues with her husband, and all the breakable plates inside the house, she broke it. And I'm wondering the plate that they will use to eat when they finally settle their issue. So let's quickly
they'll use their hand.
Maybe I don't understand. Or they'll be eating inside the pot. So now let's quickly address this issue of when your partner offends you. There was a time I noticed that I have the tendency to do that. My first tendency was when I noticed that when you offend me, you get me annoyed, I will block you everywhere, That was the first thing that I noticed about myself, that when I'm angry, I will block you on WhatsApp, block you on Facebook, block you everywhere that I know you can contact me, so that you can't access me. Then I realized that if I continue like this, there is tendency for me to take it to the extreme when I get married. So I have to consciously stop myself from doing that nonsense. If you offend me and send me a message, I will reply you. Yes, in my response, you see that this person is not happy with me, so that we can have communication afterwards. So how can we quickly address this issue now?
You see, once you have anger issue and you can't manage your anger, that should be a red sign. It should be a red flag. So there's no need going too far with the relationship. Because if you choose somebody that has anger issues, knows that he or she has anger issues. So if you cannot control your anger, you can't manage it. You cannot go far with that relationship. Because like you said, before you know it, it's going to go to the extreme where you cannot even stop it, where it cannot be. So you cannot keep encouraging someone that has a anger issue. There are some things that we tend to overlook, of which at the end of the day is going to cause a major setback, a lot of bad things. So that one is not even a thing to even think about twice.
There's no point debating. So the Yopi girl, let's hear from you.
Just like what you said when you notice that this thing is happening to you, you do what you try to call yourself back. We should learn how to caution ourselves in any situation. Learn how to caution yourself, learn how to call yourself back. Just like she said also, we have some people that they have anger issue and they there is no way they won't be able to control themselves. But in another case, we have some people that when they have such thing, they have someone that will even talk to them that will calm them down, and they have something that they will do that will calm them down. And another thing, two people that used to get angry cannot mingle together because they will destroy themselves. But I would like to say, if you know that you are the kind of person that you get angry easily, that makes you feel like destroy something, you must take note. You must take note of yourself that there is going to be a certain thing that will calm you down at that particular time, so that you won't pass your boundary in order to destroy something. Because let's say, fine, it's not a skit. That previous distance is not a skit, it's real. That is another thing. Imagine. Yoruba just say something. O fọwọ́ ara ẹ kọ́lé. O tún wá fọwọ́ ara ẹ o tún fi okay, wọ́n máa sọ pé oníbínú òkì mọ̀ polówó òun ò lẹ́sẹ̀ ńlẹ̀, just like someone that used to get angry, you won't know that you don't even have anything because you are
blinded by that. You are blinded by your emotions at that time.
Your brain will be like, had I know. You have done what you did supposed to do.
So I would like that when people are angry, get angry with open eyes.
No.
That's over times I'm paying attention to myself. When I'm angry, my eyes is open. I'm not getting angry blindly.
So that
my brain is not closed when I'm angry.
So that you will not be doing something else.
There is one story. The lady is really, really in love with the boy. So the boy was like, when he noticed that this guy is always having a guy, she's spoiling things, destroying things, starting with Play-Doh or anything around that before it escalated to television. I think the guy told that my auntie that I cannot get married to this lady, but I will try and see if there's something I can do to stop the anger management. But
can you stop somebody who doesn't even know that she has a problem?
So when she just started, if she break plates, the guy will write it down. After the anger has already subsided, just go and buy another plate, or you pay for my plate, you will collect it. If she break a chair, you will write it down and collect money for it. The day I forgotten what she broke last.
One day we break something on his
that she couldn't pay for it. The guy arrested her. He said it's not that he cannot pay, he cannot buy another one.
Just
they arrested her
to know that what she
took her to the police. She wrote statement and she was paying it bit by bit until she was able
and the girl even has the mind to continue the relationship.
And she now because the guy realized the girl is really in love with her. So he said he's going to use that. He said he cannot get married to her.
But just
because that anger issue is already a red sign for him. So he had to do that. I think he now said after that they used like 1 month together and he noticed she had stopped that, but he has already made up his mind because they said it was like anytime they're together he will be thinking if this girl now the way in her head go and spark
of village people one day village people will wake up and they say burn the house.
That story I was like so there are different things. There is nothing you know here that is happening in the relationship. They say he took her to the police station. She wrote a statement like this that I broke so and I will pay for it.
All right, so now let's draw this conversation to the final laps on how anger should be managed. Using this issue that we have on ground as a case study, that's going to be our final thoughts on the story. Using what we have, let's say what happened is true. The man has been misbehaving when they were in Europe. They came back to Nigeria. How is this woman supposed to have address that issue, if at all it is true? Let's assume now she tore a real passport. How do you think she should have handled that case?
The thing is, for her to have destroyed the passport means she's no longer interested in the marriage. That is if that is really what happened. So if you know you're no longer interested in the marriage, you take a walk or call you're already in Nigeria, call a family meeting, let them discuss and tackle the issue. If there's nothing good coming out of it, you live with your children. It's already obvious that you don't want him again. That's why you are tearing the passport. You live. Okay, the thing is, there are some things that if you want to do it, you put yourself in that shoe.
Yeah.
Because if that's why they will say, no, they put more for husband and wife.
They settle it on the bed.
Yeah, apart from settling on the bed, you that want to do something deep down, you should know it's wrong. But you just want to do it because you feel it is a solution. Not that solution might be a permanent solution, but it's a solution that will even trigger things. So if two people are fighting, everybody will want to release a statement that will make them innocent.
Yeah, okay.
That will make them look innocent. Mostly everybody will want to say what will not affect them. We want to say what will be on their own side.
Even if it's not true.
Even if it is not true. So because you are hearing your own side of the story, doesn't mean that man is really guilty of what the woman is saying.
Yeah.
So sometimes somebody that is saying something that is not saying the truth knows that she's not saying the truth.
Exactly.
So you put yourself in this man's situation that what if I am the one that is doing this thing to this man, and at the end of the day he destroyed my passport. How am I going to feel? I feel in whatever situation we should always put ourselves in other shoes. If I do this thing, if somebody do this thing to me, how am I going to feel? So is the way deep down your reaction, how you are going to react will determine your next line of action. So I think we should be putting it in thought first. Exactly.
Yeah, I love that. Your girl, what do you expect that the woman should have done if at all this case is true?
Husband and wife matter.
Don't put your mouth
there. Children. So, from my own side, is a family already. When you want to do something, first of all, consider your children. Because everything that we are doing, the children are watching. And let's say it is real. The children are even there watching, seeing everything that is going on. How will you want them to feel? Those people outside, the record is there. They are going to show them, let's say if it is real. So when you find yourself in this situation, just like I've said earlier, we have to know how to caution ourselves in every area of our life. It's not everything that we're supposed to be reacting to. Even though if you get hurt, is something that you can still calm down and think of what you can do that won't affect both sides. Because just like what she said, I personally, I used to say something. What I won't like people to do to me, I don't do
it to others.
So I would like to use this Yoruba word that said, "Tó bá fẹ́ fi abẹ́rẹ́ gún èèyàn, kọ́kọ́ fi gún rẹ̀." Abẹ́rẹ́ yẹn fi gún ara rẹ̀ so that you can feel the pain. Once you can feel the pain, you will know that pain that you are feeling, once you do it to others, that is how the person is going. So if you like the pain, fine. So if they do it to you, it won't affect you. But in every situation, we should learn to control and caution ourselves. It matters a lot.
Yeah, exactly. I think what the woman could have just done is communication. You see, whether in marriage, in relationship, place of work, at home, you are going out, you are coming, anywhere you go to, in the bus, you meet with Lagos Agbero and how they behave. The primary solution to every problem, I think, is communication. And that is what a lot of marriage, a lot of relationship are lacking. Somebody does something to you. Sometimes people do things and they don't know. They are not empathetic enough to think about what others feel about it. There are some people like that. Okay, for instance, now I carry this cup now, and I pour the contents of this cup on your body. Or I didn't know if the content actually poured on your body, and I just drop it back. And you are looking at me like, this one did not have eyes to see that she poured something on my body. Assumption begins. Maybe I didn't know. That's the first thing I always consider. Maybe this person did not know. Because I believe that people operate according to the body of knowledge that they are exposed to at the time. So I may not know. I will just assume that maybe this person did not know. Let me call her to order. Ma, excuse you did not see that you poured something on my body. And how we say it also matters. Exactly. Somebody offend you and you are saying, you don't have eyes to see that you pour something on my body. Approach matters. Before your approach determines the person's reaction. Yes. If you put it the right way, maybe in that process, your husband did something to you in Europe, you don't like it. Get home. There are things like, for me, it is something that I have practiced in my family, and I look forward to practicing it even outside of my family, even in marriage, even anywhere I find myself, that when there is an issue, we trash it within the four corners where that thing happened. No, what is happening inside my house it will not extend outside my compound. It stays within my house. It stays within the four corners of where that thing happened. So instead of trashing that issue in an airport where everybody can see it, that is if it is true. You can get home. And me, I believe in protecting mental health of children, because I know what I experienced while growing up. I could remember there was a time my dad and my mom had issues, and my dad, what he did, I can't even begin to recall it. I remembered I ran out of the house and I fell down on the floor. I was shouting, "Hey, they have killed my mom. They have killed my mommy." And everybody came to, "Who killed your mommy? What happened to her?" Before they realized that my dad and my mom are having issues again in the house. Because it affects me. Watching your parents shouting at each other, I will just be crying. My crying cannot stop the two of you. Let me go and call outsiders to come and help you to settle your case. So because of the after effect on the children, I wouldn't advise that parents should trash issues before their children, because those children are actually learning. One day they will grow up and say, my mommy and my daddy, that they used to fight very well. I could, even to the point of what they do in the inner room, I could remember somebody. The man is dead now, may his soul rest in peace. The son came to me one day and he said, he used to address me by my Muslim. He said, Àti Shukura moko to ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú ilé wa lánàá. I said, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú ilé? What happened in your house? He said, my mommy and if you see the way my daddy climbed my mommy's head, Go, mommy climbed your dad.
Is it that they did not lock? Because I don't understand. Is it that the door was not locked?
But just because they overindulge the children, the boy I said there was a day this boy, because of that overindulgence, that was the day I stopped the boy from coming to my house. He would come to my house. I was using the bathroom. The boy came. He said, Auntie Shukura, what are you doing in the bedroom since now? I said, John Tori alone, please, in God's name, what business do we have together that you're asking me what I'm doing in the bedroom? And he said, I want to come and see what you are doing. That was the day I stopped that boy from coming to our house. You can't believe that. I told the mom about it. The mother was like, my son, don't mind, he's just playing. That boy used to play now. Because the boy is very lousy. I had to call the father. I said, sir, this is what your boy did. He beat the hell out of the boy's body. The mother was like, why did I tell the father? I said, it's because that thing
that wants to spoil
what he told me, that his father is climbing his mother's head. I couldn't tell neither the father or the mother. So that's why I believe that when parents want to do anything, though there are things you should never do in the presence of your child, including misunderstanding. Yes, there are some misunderstanding that you cannot escape it, so that your children can know that you are humans, so that they will not feel like, my mom is the best mom in the world, my dad is the best dad in the world. But nobody is perfect. But then such conversation, they can have it in closed doors. Take yourself out, beat yourself in the public, let your children be hearing the gist outside. No wala. So I believe that communication is very, very important when it comes to people in marriage. So I love the perspective that we have all shared on the table, especially the perspective on prank. And thank God our skit maker, our own Yoppy girl of TikTok, she was able to clear us regarding issue of prank. And I look forward to a time where there will be regulatory bodies that regulate whatever content that people put out there. There are some places in the world that there are some YouTube videos that we post in Nigeria that they don't display in other parts, because there's a regulation that is covering it. So many smoking scenes on YouTube, things that we watch in Nigeria. There are some countries that you go to, you can't even watch it. You won't be able to play. You won't even hear the sound coming from it. So these are part of the things that we are talking about: regulations and communication for people in marriage. So this is all that we will be taking on the opinion poll segment for today. Thank you so much, ladies of Opinion Poll, for your perspective towards the stories that we have shared today. And as you all know, on the opinion poll segment, we put our mouth in conversation that we see on social media, real life issues. And if you have an issue that you would want to get our opinion on the show, you can please do well to send in your question, whatever you want us to put our mouth in on. You can send your questions to this number 09022053305 09022053305, and we will table it here for you to get our opinion on it. So till we come your way again next week Monday, we are the ladies of Opinion Poll. Do have a great day. Bye.